Okay, I'm going to walk you through how to set up OneDrive and SharePoint for a new user on our team. I've got a browser here that's pointing to the Microsoft Office 365 portal. I'm going to click on Sign In so this guy can log in. The password here is just GoFish2018, but with capitalized Go and Fish, just because that's what they wanted. I'll hit Save. And first thing we do is make this annoying time zone box go away. So I'll be right back. Okay, just got that annoying time zone thing to go away. So I'm going to click on OneDrive here in the Office 365 menu page. And it's going to take a second to load. And we go to Get the OneDrive Apps. And then the next page comes up and it says, click here to download. And we'll hit OneDrive, or we'll hit Save. I've already downloaded it, so we'll do that, hit Run. And then we'll wait for it to load. Chug, chug, chug. So the reason we're doing this way is we want to have OneDrive installed and working before we hook up the SharePoint site. What'll happen is your OneDrive is kind of like Dropbox, like I said, in that it'll store your local stuff in the cloud, but also once we tie it to a SharePoint site, that is an actual shared directory, much like your ordinary file server would have done in the old days being last week. So OneDrive is almost finished setting up. We're going to let this thing finish. And okay, now it's done. So we're going to log in to OneDrive, or sign into OneDrive, says OneDrive isn't connected. I found that this sign in button doesn't work worth a hoot. So you go to the drop down menu and hit Settings. Click Account, and it says you don't have an account connected. So you hit Add an Account. Here's where you put in your account information. And there seems to be a very strange thing that happens with OneDrive. You put your account information in once, and then OneDrive just goes away, and without asking for your password. So the workaround I found is you go to OneDrive again, and close this, and then it should show up here. And we go back to what we did, which is do this, Settings. Still says Add an Account. This is stupid. So a strange thing I've noticed with OneDrive is that it seems you often have to log in more than once, or you'll put in your username and then it'll go away, and then you try to start it up again and then do your password. So it's a little annoying and not very confidence inspiring, but it does seem to work eventually. Hit sign in and wait, and then we're going to get the little Welcome to OneDrive routine, so I'll skip over that. Okay, now we're going to go to, so now that OneDrive is set up, we're going to go to SharePoint. From there, we go to the Environmental Learning for Kids site. Click on Documents. And there's an icon that's going to load as soon as I wait, called Sync. And you hit Sync. It says Getting Ready to Sync. And what it's going to do is pop up a dialog box. Or I've already filled it out, so it won't. But usually it'll say, do you want to use OneDrive to do this sync? And you say yes. So you click Start Sync, and now this SharePoint site is now set up to be both your personal SharePoint drive and your team SharePoint drive. And what's useful for that is we go here. There's the Environmental Learning for Kids stuff. Of course, there's just the one document in there so far. But I'll do New text file. put some stuff in there. And there it is up on the Sharepoint site. So that's useful, and I will show you in the next video how to do a protected Sharepoint share.